Look at ZCMD. Look at how we've been consolidating for quite a while within our support and resistance. So this is the support. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Well, this is your boy Francis. Welcome to another edition, welcome to another video, and you're welcome to the Trading Success Show. What I will be talking about today is going to be horizontal chart pattern. Horizontal chart pattern, I mean, resistance and support. Stock that are actually trading within the support and resistance zone, which has a very strong resistance and support. That is going to be our horizontal spot. But some people may ask, what is a support and what is resistance? Let's go into Investopedia and then give us detail as per support and resistance. The concept of trading level support and resistance are undoubtedly two of the most highly discussed attributes of technical analysis. Part of analyzing chart patterns, these terms are used by traders to refer to price levels on a chart that tend to act as a barrier, as an obstacle preventing the price of an asset from getting pushed in a certain direction. That is, support and resistance is also what I refer to as the ceiling and the floor. Okay, so at first the explanation and the idea behind identifying these levels seem easy, but as you will find out, support and resistance can come in various forms, right? You can have a trend support or trend resistance. You can even have a different concept which is more difficult to master than it first appeared. You can have, like, say for example, double top. Double top indicates a resistance. Double bottom indicates a support in most cases. So technical analysts use support and resistance levels to identify price points on a chart where the probability favors a pause or reversal of a prevailing trend. So support occurs when a downtrend is expected to pause due to a concentration of demand, which we call demand and supply. So resistance occurs when an uptrend is expected to pause temporarily due to a concentration of supply. With that being said, you can have a line like that, right? So price are really going, so this area is now called what? Our supply zone. The zone where where so many people will be thinking, oh damn, that is the resistance. So our resistance is equal to our supply zone, and price then reject that level and pull lower. So this area is what? Guess what? Is called our support, which is equal to what? Our demand, or vice versa. Our demand is equal to what? Our support. Okay, so that is how you look at the chart in real time. Okay, so market psychology plays a major role as traders and investors remember the past and react to changing conditions to anticipate further market movement. So pretty much, when they say, past price action is not indicative of future price reaction. What I look at past price action to further figure out what the stock is going to do in the future. Okay, with my trading psychology, with my mind being that I need to set my stop loss just in case something else happen along the way. Because sometimes you may have a lot of buying power that will help to push the stock or the price above that level of resistance, which is our supply zone, and you could have price selling pressure comes in to push the price down through that support zone, which is what? Our demand zone, right? So with that being said, guys, I will be using Finvis again to determine the horizontal and support level, which is our supply and resistance level, being our horizontal support and resistance spot. So with that being said, I have this right now, and I'm going to be looking at the snapshot. And in the snapshot, you can go through overview, and overview will give you a list of all your criterias, right? So right now I want to filter out dividend ETF stocks, right? ETF funds. So what I'll be dealing with is just going to be stocks only. Okay, so stocks only, I'll be dealing with stocks only. So now I'm going to go into the snapshot, and it's going to give me stocks that are trading within the support and resistance zone. So look at this right now. This is our resistance, this is our support. So right now, guess what I'll be expecting? I'll be expecting price to pull off this area of support, which is our demand zone. But at the same time, I'll be looking for what? Volume. Next one is going to be the same thing, because this area right now is our area of resistance. So resistance right now, because before it was support, right? So right now it's going to act as our resistance, and this is our trend what? Trend support. Remember I talked earlier about trend support. That is what you're going to expect. The same thing happening right now. This is our resistance, and this is our support. Right now we're almost at, we're pretty much above the middle of our horizontal support and resistance. Look at this, the same thing as well. We're now back to the demand zone, which is our what? Our demand zone, our support spot. And we got a lot of buying coming in. We have 10% older buying more of FST, right? This is acquisition cup. MROC, this one too, this is an oil and gas equipment servicing company, and look at how we're bouncing right off the support, and also which also coincide with our 200 moving average. So right now I'll be expecting price to push into this resistance of 950, 940 or so. Okay, this one is same thing. You see how we're bouncing right off, back support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support, and then resistance. So we're going to be looking for volume, of which volume is coming in, and just to see if we can break through this area into the 180 spot, right? The same thing pretty much happening all over and over and over again every single time you are trading. So you want to pay attention to the support and resistance spot on a particular stock. Okay, take a look at this, the same thing. IJT, let's go to the next one. We're looking at the resistance and support, resistance and support, resistance and support, just like that. Resistance and support, resistance and support, which is also pretty much the same thing as channel, right? Look at ZCMD. Look at how we've been consolidating for quite a while within our support and resistance, support and resistance. So this is the support, and this is pretty much our resistance, right? So very soon we'll push higher, just like we did right here, just like we did over here. So keep an eye on this, guys. It is very important that you understand what your entry really is and what your exit really is. If the price is holding here as our resistance and then here as our support, I will be looking at getting in around the 160, 170 zone in anticipation of a push into the $2. That is where I will be taking some profit off the table, and then if price really push higher, then we'll push to the 220 spot. If price continue to push higher, you'll be taking profit off on resistance spot. And then if price decide to pull back, they will pull back to this support. If price decide, okay, we cannot hold this area, then you set your stop loss right below your entry. That is how you do it, guys. And this is our horizontal support and resistance discussion. Have a good one, guys. Peace and love, guys. Bye bye.